Why do you Friday because really crazy out of the years and continue and it adds up. Oh, good. Hey, you want to use the cookie? Oh, really, I'm like,
Rocky, can you hear me? Monkey or whoever's hosting, Ileana? Can anybody hear me out there?
I can hear you. This is Barb
can.
with this
Okay.
is are we waiting for more people?
I think
I'm
the
not
one we're having trouble getting on was Christy Ronchetti.
Oh, okay.
Hi. Are you having
Hi.
trouble getting on the call?
This is Barbara with Advanced Air. I'm driving, so I don't have my camera on, so I can't see who all is on, but I'm listening. I'm available.
Barb, I think they're just trying to figure out how to get everybody on at this point. So
Okay, thank you. Standing by. Not a problem.
Just an update from here real quick. I was at the airport yesterday when they brought in the flight with the international workers. And seeing that plane come down that runway, it was so smooth. They laid it down just beautifully. It was kind of a nice moment here in Angel Fire.
Oh, that's great. We're happy to hear that. Were photos taken?
Yes, Mike Hawkins got out there and got some great photos. I thought he
Perfect.
was on this call too today. Maybe he's having trouble getting in as well. Give him a quick call, find out where he is. Yeah, we had a family out there lined up for some good photos, came off really well. Got plenty of time. Pilots were, and the crew was super accommodating. So thank you. Christy was going to try to get on her phone. Yo, are you going to be on the advanced air call? Mike Hawkins will not be joining the call. He's up on the mountain, Angel Fire, doing something. Stella, you're with the airport, right?
Yes, with Advanced Air.
We know nothing about logistics on getting people out there for this ceremony, speeches, dignitaries, all of that information. Um, and I don't even know the layout at all. So any information you can pass along that we can share with those guests would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah. I believe the Christy was working on the agenda for that
Right.
day.
Right.
I think she just came on. KR.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with this invite, but I was just sitting in the waiting room forever. So I am on.
It's okay. Welcome.
Thank you.
We have everybody on that's going to join us. What we'd like to try to button down today on this call is everything for that inaugural flight, especially on the Albuquerque end.
Can we introduce ourselves and go around and so that we all know who's here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes. Okay, I'll start. I'm Priscilla with Advanced Air, do marketing communication, so I'll be handling anything logistics or merch brand asset wise for this inaugural launch. And can't wait to meet everybody.
My name's Greg Ralph. I'm the tourism director for the Village of Angel Fire.
I'm Brandon Prather. I'm the events manager here in the Village of Angel Fire, and I help Greg with whatever he needs help with.
My name is Leah Black. I'm the outreach and marketing manager for aviation for the city of Albuquerque.
Hello, Diana Lopez here, marketing coordinator and PIO at the Sunport.
I am Jonathan Small, customer experience manager here at the Sunport.
I'm Dan Hidon, air service development for the Sunport.
And if you guys can hear me,
Sorry, Andy Jacobs here with Advanced Air. I work with Priscilla and Barb.
okay. And I'm Christy Ronchetti. I'm head of PR for the Village of Angel Fire.
And I'm Barbara Hunt, VP of Business Operations for Advanced Air.
Good on the introductions. So Christy Ronchetti does the PR for the Village of Angel Fire, and she's based out of Albuquerque and she has a lot of connections with the TV journalists, the Albuquerque Journal, a lot of the media in Albuquerque. So she's coordinating for us, getting the press to the inaugural flight for any speeches or opening ceremonies that we're able to do. Right now, I have invites out to 8 dignitaries to be on that flight. I've gotten an RSVP from Juan Sai Trujillo, commissioner from Colfax County. I have not received any RSVPs beyond that. I'll be after this call, I'll get together with Dan Rakes and have him make some calls on our behalf and try to get someone out there. But we really want someone of notoriety to make a nice speech and talk about the importance of this flight and thank Advance Air for providing it. Looking forward to our partnership with the Sunport and everything else. And I really don't have a lot of experience with dealing with this with the Sunport logistically and how to get people in and out. So that's what we like to try to cover in this call. I'm going to let Christy Ronchetti dive in and run it because she's the one that'll be coordinating the event and making it a press event from our side. So it's going to be more, she'll probably have more questions than I. And I want to thank everybody that's on this call. I love the fact that it looks like all of the Sunport management is on this call, and we're going to get some answers today. So thank you, guys. And I'll let Christy go from here.
Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry, I'm on my phone and I cannot figure out how to turn my camera on this particular situation. So I'm just happy I'm actually here. So good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for your time. I know how busy everybody is. I think the goal, like Greg said today, is while we're still formulating the game plan as far as who's going to be speaking at the event, really, we've never done an event at the airport. And so I guess maybe Leah, this would fall on you or somebody else there that can talk about it. Awesome. I'm seeing thumbs up from you. Is how are we going to what's the best way logistically if we have a series of VIPs, what we're envisioning is 2 to 3 short speeches, basically a 10 to 15 minute, mini press event, so to speak, that we would be inviting the media to come here and be able to walk. I mean, guess what we're envisioning is that they'd walk to the gate, but I don't know if that's practical with with security and everything else. So why don't we talk first and real quick?
Sure.
I'll hand it off to you, Leah, and you just tell us what should we do?
I will let you know it's a big relief on this one because the advanced air flights, hi everybody, thanks for having me. The advanced air flights, the advanced air gate is gate C here out of the Sunport, and you do not have to go through TSA, which is wonderful because it's a regional flight. So all of our advanced air flights, you just go right to the gate. For those of you that have been to the Sunport before, as you're heading to you're in the Great Hall, you're heading to the escalators to go up through TSA. You don't go up those escalators. You go to the left, and there's a small gate just through a sort of hallway there. So that makes everything a lot less challenging. It's going to be wonderful. You'll be able to see the people land and take off. As far as the press release, we have one written. We were going to team up with Priscilla. Well, we have been chatting with Priscilla because we'd like to get a quote from Advanced Air as well. And I'm pretty certain, I'm waiting on confirmation, but I'm pretty certain our director, if not our director of aviation, then our deputy director will be there to speak on how great this is going to be for our state and, economic development. So that will be handled from our end as well. What else?
Leah, can I interrupt you really quickly?
Sure.
Okay. So if you wouldn't mind terribly, just because this is kind of the game plan that they brought me on for, is if you wouldn't mind, if we could use some of your messaging for the release and just issue one joint presser.
That would be amazing. We'd like to do that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, let's definitely work together on that.
So we can work with Priscilla and make sure that Advanced Air is represented, that the Sunport's represented, and we get whatever quote you guys want in there and your boiler, everything. Yeah. And then we'll team with obviously getting what we need from Angel Fire, because it's going to be a quote from the mayor in Angel Fire is what that's going to be. And so if that's okay with you, I can, Priscilla, I'll, I don't know if I have that press release from Leah or not, but I'm happy to take that messaging. And then what we're planning to do is plug in the actual who's going to be there, so media obviously get interested. And then we can, ideally, I'm hoping that we can issue that next Monday on the 16th. That's our game plan. Any sooner than that, it'll get lost. So, but we want to make sure that we get some RSVPs in and just so we can kind of track who's going to actually show up, that kind of thing.
Sure.
So, okay.
And we can work on personal outreach as well because our relationships with the local news is, we have great relationships.
True. Yeah. We're just asking that, if we can coordinate that, just because I know, just so that they aren't like sending a reporter for you and then sending somebody different for us. And that would be a nightmare. We don't want to do that. So
no, the media avail will be wonderful because we can have them all there at the same time and they can pull aside and do interviews with whoever they choose to and get sound bites,
Okay. And can I ask, where are they expected to park? Where are people supposed to park? Are they just going to park in the underground parking or the covered parking and pay for it themselves? Or how do we do that?
People will be parking. We can validate their parking. So yes, if you park, there's no underground parking, but we do have a parking garage.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Parking garage. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And so, we have a parking garage. So just go in there and we just ask that everyone would bring their parking ticket in with them to the event and we will get them validated for you.
Okay. And then, so when you say that we can see flights taking off and on, do you see this as happening as an indoor event? Is there a space? Okay. So we don't have to worry about weather so much.
Right.
Okay. And then any sort of idea on, I'm assuming you guys have done these before at the airport. You've had press events.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what do you recommend to us as far as how long do you guys normally do them? Any insight you have on, can we come and set up some stanchions with, things behind us? Is there room for that? Is that a pain? Do we not do that?
It's a small area, so it will get a little congested. But we can do, if you want to do an Angel Fire backdrop, that would be great because we definitely want to promote it. This is amazing. It's a great partnership. For other flight launches, we've done things even things as cute as cupcakes, that sort of thing. If you want to bring, fun things that are branded, with Angel Fire on them or Advanced Air, however you want to do that. We can talk internally about that as well. But yeah, really, it's just a welcoming event. We sort of have press sort of stanchioned in one area. We can provide the podium. Usually the news people will set up their microphones to our podium as each speaker speaks. They'll get, sound bites of that.
Okay.
So not very long, under 30 minutes for the whole thing. And
Perfect.
everyone to speak just for a couple minutes each, since it sounds like there might be a few people speaking.
Yeah, we're kind of hoping that would be the case.
Yeah.
Priscilla, we can talk offline too about this when we get the presser. Do you think there's going to be somebody from Advanced Air that wants to speak or not?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
our president, CEO is going to be the captain on that first flight. So if he has a moment in between landing and the departing flight, he will speak. If not, Barbara Hunt will be there, who can also speak on behalf of Advanced Air. So whichever one works, we'll make it happen.
That's excellent. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so if we were to say, I think this flight's 1:30-ish, right? Is that correct? I think it's right around there.
Yeah, I just had it up right now. 1 second.
So I'm just trying to make sure we put the right timing down, and get Leah's thoughts
Yes.
on.
So we have it on, let's see, 1:36 local time, departing Albuquerque to Angel Fire.
Okay, so I'm assuming, Leah, we would want to be completely wrapped on what we're doing by 12:45 at the latest? What do you think?
That'd be great. And then the news, well, I'd say even 1 o'clock, it's a small flight. I think what we want too is the news getting B-roll of the flight taking off and passengers getting on board and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that we'll be, as long as we're wrapped by, I'd say 12:45, 12:50 would be ideal.
Okay. So if we were to start the actual presser at 12:30, do you think that's too early?
No, I think that's good. And that'll give us, and it's fine if we end it, I think at 1 is still fine. Literally where people are at their gate, they walk out a door and it's about, I don't know, 50 to 100 feet where they jump on the plane. So it's literally right there. It's not going to be, they have to go down a long hall or a corridor. So it would be great if we can keep the news crew there as close to possible as getting them B-roll, because I know that, they have other places they want to go shoot. So having them there from 12:30 to takeoff is probably ideal.
Okay. We'll line it up for that, and knowing that if we need to push it like a few minutes, we have a pad. Like if we end up, stalling a bit and just shaking more hands for 10 minutes or so, we can do that. So, okay.
There's a gap, just so you guys know. The plane that's flying this route is coming in from Silver City to Albuquerque.
Okay.
And there's a gap when it's set to land, as what I'm seeing it right now, it's set to land at 12:06 local time. And the first flight out to Angel Fire is departing at 1:36 local time.
Okay. So that timing, I think, should
there's
work
a gap.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. So people can deboard and they'll be gone by the time news crews show up, because it's just going to be so quick.
Yep.
Okay.
That sounds good. Okay. Okay. So our plan, just so you know, is, as far as the presser goes, is what we'll do is we'll start drafting the announcement. We've already kind of started putting the basics together. Hopefully, Leah, I can get your release if you want to send it to me too. And then I'll make sure that I send it to Priscilla for her input on everything she wants to add to it. And then hopefully we can finalize. There might be some gaps in there until we figure out exactly who's speaking on behalf of, if it's going to be the mayor of Albuquerque coming down to just talk about it, or if we're going to have the local mayor, if we're going to have Keller speak, or we'll just kind of figure out what we're doing. We've put a lot of feelers out to see who might want to jump on this opportunity, cabinet tourism secretary, things like that. So
sure. And I'll reach out to the mayor today to get confirmation on that if he's going to be speaking.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great. If you want to ask him if he would like to come and speak on behalf of it, just on tourism, ski industry, that kind of thing. We also have a call into Ski New Mexico, just because, again, this is a good opportunity for tourism. So we're checking on that as well. So I think we'll be fine. I just want to make sure we know where to put these people and that we direct them accordingly. So
yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, well then I will hopefully have something back to you guys by Wednesday, and that's my game plan. I'll have a draft to you guys by Wednesday, and then Priscilla, you can kind of take the running gun on that and kind of make sure we have everything in there you want. as well. And then Leah, just keep me posted. If you get confirmation from Keller, we can plug that into our headline as well.
Okay.
That sounds
We will
good.
do that. So yeah, so Christy and Priscilla and Diana and I will all be in close contact after this call.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That sounds great. Greg, is there anything else you wanted to add? You're muted.
No, I want to thank you all. This just knowing some of these logistics and some of the timeline is helping with my anxiety. Thank you.
I can relate.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Of course.
Okay. All right. So Priscilla, Leah, and
Diana.
Diana, I'll make sure that you guys are CC'd on anything that I send out.
Awesome. Thank you so much. It's good to see
Great.
some of your faces, and it's going to be a great event. We're very excited about it.
Thanks, you
Yeah.
guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye, you guys.